When the summer potluck rolls around, you need a dessert that's sure to please the crowd. Well, this treat is it. It's elegant, fresh, satisfies every sweet tooth. So good, it pretty much guarantees you an invite back. Lindsey Hargett joining me in the kitchen to share the recipe for oat berry crisp. It's so great to see you.
Great to be back.
And you told our producer that this is one of the top requested items from your catering clients.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's delicious, it's buttery, it's crispy, it's fruity, and I love it because it's like the easiest dessert I could make, but I don't tell them that.
No. Make them pay the big bucks.
Work in.
Yeah, absolutely. You say this recipe can be made to be naturally gluten-free. There's a kind of a science behind that.
Yes, so instead of using like an all-purpose flour that is gluten-free or one of those other things, you know, they all kind of taste a little weird.
Sure.
This already has oats in it, in the crisp, so we have regular oats, but also all we're gonna do is make an oat flour. So don't ever buy this. Just put some oats in your blender, blitz it for half a second, maybe a little bit longer than that.
Oh.
But then we have oat flour, and this is great because you already have the oat flavor in this crisp, so it's not adding a weird artificial, not artificial, but different all-purpose flour flavor.
A different taste, or
And oat flour is like chewy, and it absorbs like the moisture from the butter really well, so it just fits perfectly here.
That's so funny. It has me stopping and thinking, which I don't always do, about flour, and the role it plays in our recipes. Like, we really just more need the texture than anything, right?
Yes, you want to match the right one to the recipe, and we already have oats. It already works.
Oat flour. Okay, we got the oats, we've got the oat flour. What else?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Obviously.
Oh, she hands it to me.
Regular sugar.
She's like, here, Brooke.
We're working here.
Here, your nectar. Just pour it in.
And then we've got brown sugar as well. That will help give it like a chewy texture.
Okay.
Then we've got some cinnamon. Now, you guys have the recipe. You can measure this, but I like to measure it with love.
I'll measure. You know I'll be like rummaging for the right spoon.
Get a measuring spoon dirty, or just measure it with a little love.
All right.
Then a key here, it's not on the recipe because I feel like it turns people off if they don't have it, but if you have fresh nutmeg and you just give it like a little zip.
I like the option. If you have it, great. If not, don't let it stop you.
Yes, it's not going to ruin it for you.
Don't let it ruin the berry crisp that wants to be in your future.
Exactly. We always add a little salt. It kind of balances all of that sweetness we just added. So, and then the best part, other than the sugar, probably is a lot of butter. We love it.
Yeah.
So then you stir that all together. I like to do it by hand. I always say that this is like my therapy when I'm catering for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Just like mix it all together. It's the best ever. Then that turns into like the crumble topping. Now, what I love about the filling is it's frozen berries. It's so simple. You can use whatever you have in your freezer. I always use this for like neighborhood things, and I use up like the extra berries that are in my freezer. Again, don't
left
tell anybody.
over from the smoothie bag.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can do like mixed berry. I've got like a peach raspberry one over here. You can do whatever you want. Now, we don't just want to do berries here because they will let off a lot of their juices, which are good, but we want to transform those a little bit. So what we're going to add is cornstarch. You could add arrowroot as well.
Just sprinkle it over?
Sprinkle it over.
Oops, okay.
And then that is going to thicken up the berry juices into more of like a syrupy texture.
Okay.
So it isn't just runny.
Got it. So you can spoon it.
Absolutely. So now, the real key here
to
this filling, this is almond extract.
I like it. I saw it before she said it, and I like it.
The best ever. So again, measure with your heart.
Don't you feel, says the professional chef. Don't you feel like too, almond is underrepresented, under-celebrated?
Underrated.
Like,
it is the best
vanilla,
ever.
step aside. I mean, anytime a recipe has almond, there's a depth to that and a richness to that I just love.
Depth is a good word for it.
Thanks.
So this is another hands-on one. Now, I like this one better than that because this is freezing cold and I'm a big chicken.
Okay.
But you toss this all together, and then you toss these two on top, and you get this gorgeous, like, crumbly topping. You bake it for a little bit. Those chunks of butter caramelize all of the oats and the sugars and everything.
Ooh.
Now, what I like the most about this, so you serve this to the night of, you serve it hot, you do a scoop of ice cream on top.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing in the world.
Easy does it. Yep.
Top
Here
one
we
of
go.
those.
Here we go.
But it's oats and it's berries, and it's no more sugar than like a muffin or even a pancake.
Are you justifying what's about to happen?
I am absolutely justifying this. My mom always said, if you have a glass of milk with it, you can have a brownie for breakfast.
Okay.
But if you top your crisp here, which again, it's basically crispy oatmeal.
Yeah.
If you top it with a little bit of yogurt, you've got some protein, and that's breakfast. So you have dessert the night before and breakfast the next day, and it's the best. And you can see it's one bowl mixed together, minimal dishes, which I'm all about.
Yes.
A winner, really.
Listen, no need to justify on Studio 5. I have a sign in my pantry that says cake for breakfast. So it's all fine. It's all fine, but you're right. It does balance out certain nutrition boxes that we can feel good about.
Totally.
And you also said simple, and you weren't wrong. This was so easy.
Look how fast.
Yes.
Like, way fast.
I told her during the commercial break I've never made a crisp. My grandpa loved crisp, and I'm going to.
It's
now
the
I'm
simplest.
Yeah, because it's so easy. All right, Lindsey, thank you so much. Where can we get more recipes from you?
You can find me at lkcooking.com, lkcooking on Instagram. I post all the things and also a little bit of dogs. So
love it.
Good balance.
She shares content, recipes to dogs as well, and also takes clients, right? Catering clients.
Yep.
So we'll link you over to her page there, and I will be trying this berry crisp next time we need a sweet treat. Thank you so much, Lindsey.